Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ilian and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Marius. Marius is from Romania, but he lives in London, in the UK. So let's see what Marius has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Marius. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks for the invite.
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So tell me, how's your weekend going so far?
So far, so good, man. Everything according to schedule, shall we say. Everything done.
So
Cool.
tell me, what has been the highlight of your weekend so far?
Uh, the fact that I managed to take some time off today and
Good.
actually have some personal time and not just working on my business or being in the gym or just admin or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
Yeah,
And during the
definitely.
in the weekends, do you have like a routine that you do every weekend, or you just go with the flow?
No, it's the same thing every week. Well, almost the same thing in terms of my preparation, my workouts. If I do decide to take time off, I decide to do what I do during the day, if I want to go somewhere or stay at home or whatever the case.
Tell me where you're from, Marius.
Romania, South, um, and currently living in London for the past 6 years.
Wow. And why the change from Romania to London?
I came on a holiday and first lockdown hit, so I couldn't leave.
Wow. And you
Yeah.
stayed locked in London. You stayed locked in London.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
where's about in Romania you are from?
from the south,
Mhm.
somewhere near Bucharest.
Okay, so not far from Bucharest.
No,
I see. And all your family are back in Romania.
yes.
And what do you like the most about living in London?
The diversity that I can just get out on the street and it can be 1 o'clock in the morning or it can be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you have the same amount of options of whatever you choose to do. To me, it's quite cool to have that at your disposal anytime you just walk out the door.
Yeah, I think London, it's a place that you never get bored. It's a place where
No,
you can
God, no.
go. There's always something open. There's always something to go. There's always somewhere you can buy something. There's always somewhere to
Always.
talk to someone. So London is a place that I get your point. It's always something happening for sure,
Yeah,
24 hours.
definitely.
Right. So I would like to start the interview. Of course, when I was checking your profile, there was a phrase there that got my attention. It says there, helping tall guys break limits, and I believe that it's also connect with your business, your career. So let's start the interview, talk a little bit more about it.
Sure, let's do it.
So tell me, why this phrase on your profile on Instagram, helping tall guys break limits?
Because I'm a tall person and well, I was lucky because growing up, I played basketball. So the discipline and everything else that came with playing a sport and then later on doing professionally, it's not your usual teenager years and your young adult life. But I do see a lot of um, tall people, especially in London, that are either borderline scoliosis or like some sort of horrendous posture that probably in the next 5 to 10 years it would be done. There won't be nothing that you can do about it, or just I don't know. I say it's they look like they're ashamed of their height because they always look down and just like crouch down, and I have a problem with that. I'm
Wow.
at my height. I keep my chest up and like I love my height. I'm not, you know, and those are the limits that I'm talking about. First of all, mentally, and then I want to see it physically as well because being tall is a blessing. You can't really complain about the fact that you're tall. So own it. Just you
Wow.
have to have that self-confidence to own it. Like you
I
didn't do
like
nothing wrong.
I like that, Marius. I think it's amazing for you to embrace your heights, embrace yourself, embrace who you are. And how tall are you? I'm curious now. How tall are you?
6'8" or 205 centimeters.
Wow, so you are quite very tall. Wow.
Yeah.
And you always been tall, like since young age, you always stands out compared to other, other people around you.
Oh yeah. I was always the tallest kid.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I still remember to this day my first. I started playing basketball at 13 years old, actually playing. And at 13 years old, I was 6 foot and about 90 kilos.
Wow.
And I could just palm a basketball, just pick it off the floor with one hand.
That's amazing.
And most of the kids that were in the gym were like half my size. And I'm like, okay, looks
That's
like
incredible.
so I've been tall my entire life and always uh, I always say that I have the confidence in owning this from my mom. My mom always used to keep your chest up, be your man, you don't look down, and like always giving me this
Amazing.
encouragement to own it.
Wow, that's great. And I think somehow you took that to your adult life. Your mom like helping you to impose yourself, to be, to look up always. It's amazing. I love it. Wow. So tell
Yeah.
me about your business is connected with fitness.
Yes. When I came to London, I also stopped playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, in COVID, you couldn't really go to the gym. You couldn't do anything. So I started my business online and also in person with people at home.
Okay.
Just because I have like played, I've been an athlete my entire life. So it just felt natural to pass it on, like just really, really natural to talk to people, to teach them, and also to try to give myself another challenge. Because I'm going to be honest with you, going from 2 practices, sometimes 3 practices a day to nothing to do,
Ooh.
it can mess up with your head. So I said, okay, as a basketball player, I used to go to the gym every day. Now, of course, as a basketball player, my routine was based on my skills and my explosiveness and developing a completely different uh, type of training and athleticism. Now, let me see what can I do to challenge myself. So I decided to go all in and basically try to build my body. Should call it bodybuilding, shall we say?
I see.
So,
Amazing.
and from there, I started with people at home. I started with this new goal of trying to put on muscle as my personal goal so I can stay wired in my own discipline and in my own regime. And it just naturally built
Mm-hmm.
up. I kept getting client in person and on the online side as well. And now I'm at the point where I have a consistent in-person base and developing the online side and trying to reach and to help. I always get a lot of questions, especially from my friends making fun of me saying that I want to be an influencer. And I always say, I just want to inspire them. I don't want to see them, you know, like something needs to happen. So yeah.
Amazing. Great. So I'm sure you are very happy that London locked you here, yeah?
I can't complain, honestly.
Amazing. Marius, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Okay.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend, full of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Sure.
Let's do it. Right. So before we start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change. Okay.
Sure.
Amazing. First question is, what is the most difficult thing have we ever done?
That is a good question. Probably that you are not ready for this. Probably carrying my mom's casket to the grave.
Wow.
That was definitely the hardest, uh,
Wow.
the
For sure.
hardest, the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my life.
Wow. And when you think about her, what's the best memory that comes to your mind when you think about your mom?
There are so many. Uh, Probably doing lessons with me and just having like banter and always trying to challenge each other. That was always a fun time for me.
Oh, wow. And your mom always being the closest person in your life, Marius?
Yes, I was a mama's boy all the way.
Oh, sweet. And do you think, tough question for you now, do you think one day you're going to meet her again?
Oh yeah, definitely. Of course.
Wow.
There's no
Oh,
question about that. It's just a matter of time.
I love that, Marius. I've got goosebumps. I think, mom, we have people around us that we love, that people who care about us, people that we connect. But our mom, there's no other person. I think
Yes.
it's such a genuine connection that it's impossible to get with another person. It's just a genuine connection for sure. Oh,
Yeah. It's a very unique um,
connection.
connection with your mom, definitely.
Wow, great. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, who in your family you trade place with if you could for a day, for any reason? If you could stay in their body, in their minds for a day, for 24 hours, just to try to understand the way they live or to learn something or to, which person that would be?
My brother.
Why is that?
Uh, because the first reason I left home at an early age because of basketball, so I don't have a lot of moments with him. So I'd love to experience his memories and what he's done. And second of all, he is married with two kids,
Oh,
and I would love to see what it feels like to be the head of a family, to be a dad, and like all that kind of stuff.
wow,
So definitely my brother.
that's amazing. And he's back in Romania.
Yeah.
I see. And tell me a person in your life right now that, for example, when you're feeling the happiest, this person comes in your mind for you to share the news or to somehow, talk a little bit. And the same person when you're feeling the lowest, like feeling sad or melancholic, the same person comes to your mind for you to share it, to open up a little bit. There's someone in your life right now that somehow you can share both feelings.
There could be, but I don't really. Um, of course, I do talk about this kind of stuff with people, but my intimate personal stuff is for myself. I don't really, unless it's my partner or my wife, uh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't share that with
I
anybody else.
So
I'm
your wife is the person you go to for both situations.
Yes, but I don't have one.
Oh, I thought that you had a wife. Oh, I
No, I'm
see.
saying like that would be the
I
person that
see.
I would share with,
I see.
or my partner if I had a girlfriend or stuff like that.
See.
That
And
would
for you,
be.
when you are on the date scene to connect with someone, what's something about, a woman that gets your attention?
There are a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Kindness and respect are the two main things for me.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, you have to look after yourself. Like
Totally.
I think it's, I think it's fair.
Wow.
Those three things. The others we can compromise on.
And how do you see the dating life in London? Do you think that it's easy to connect with someone? Do you find it difficult because, it's a big city, there's a lot of people looking for different way of connect with others? How do you see that?
Well, you are not asking the right person, because um, I'm not huge on dating apps. I'm
Okay,
not a fan of them. I'm the type of person that if I see you somewhere, I will come and talk to you.
amazing.
And for me, for the last since 2020, it's been business. So,
Wow. All your focus.
well, yeah, I got stuff to do. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's
Oh,
just,
oh.
um, to quote my dad, he had a saying, without money in your pocket, you smell of stupid. So, you know,
Amazing. Now, I get your point. I think sometimes in our lives, we just are, we focus in something that, it's a genuine feeling. You just feel like it's a time for you to focus in your business.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yes. And I've had relationships in London.
Hmm.
Uh, is not foreign to me. It's just in this precise moment of my life, I need to take care of my business.
And saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Marius? What do you like the most about being you?
The fact that I dictate the terms of my life,
Hmm.
and uh, that I've been able to work and build myself and my business to be able to live my life on my own terms.
Hmm.
Because, as a lot of people may know, being self-employed can be quite scary sometimes.
Yes.
So yeah, living life on my own terms.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay. Next question for you is, what's your idea of a perfect day?
Wake up early,
Hmm.
go for a walk. I love, in the summer when it's a sunrise at like 5:30, and it's already 20 degrees, so you can just go for a walk, come back home. I have a coffee, breakfast, probably most definitely go to the gym, do my
Hmm.
workout, do my recovery at the gym, and then come home. I would have lunch. I would check in with my clients, and then I would probably be outside somewhere on a terrace with my laptop, enjoying a glass of wine, or just watching the world go by and doing a bit of work, enjoying life a bit above, um,
Uh,
and come home, dinner, bed. Actually, be on the balcony. Sometimes you can catch the stars and the the airplanes from Heathrow Airport, and it's quite a scene.
wow.
That
Do
would
you
be a
consider
good day.
yourself to be a Do you consider yourself to be a romantic person?
Yeah, um, I am. My ex actually told me, what did she say to me? She said that I'm just a romantic, that I don't have a mind for plans. And I'm like, right, okay. So yeah,
Does it? And do you consider yourself to be more of a day or a night person?
I'm definitely a day person.
Uh-huh.
Um, I go to bed at 9:30. After 9:30, you can't reach me, and I'm up at 5:30. So I would definitely say
Wow.
day.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, so before the next question, my God, talking to you, you mentioned a few times about playing basketball. I'm sure you have like so many experience, so many, stories to tell, so many situations. So tell me, what did you like the most about your career playing basketball? What do you miss about it when you think, about your journey?
What do I miss?
What
Probably
what did you like the most about it? What was the most enjoyable part?
the fact that it gave me an opportunity to travel the world and like reach places and people that I would have never ever in my life dreamed of. Um, and I'm also quite a competitive person, so I've always loved measuring myself against other people and like, it's five. Let's see who's the best.
Wow.
That would definitely. I always loved just, you know, hearing
Wow.
people.
So you travel around the world like representing a club or Romania? How did it happen?
Um, at a young age, 16, I started playing professionally, and I played first league in Romania, played some games in my national team, and then in Europe, I played in Italy as well, and Serbia, and you just meet all these different teams from different countries, and it's a very complex system, but it was amazing.
Wow.
It was an experience that made me who I am today, no doubt about it. The
It's
best thing
incredible.
that,
Wow.
and I miss the locker room talks and the bus rides and the plane rides with my teammates. Ah, that was amazing.
Oh wow. Wow.
Those yeah, those were good times. Those hard times, um, but good times because don't be fooled. There was a lot of pressure. There was
For
a
sure.
ton of pressure.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Oh, we talk about romantic. I'm gonna skip this one. I already asked this question for you. Okay, next question for you is what 3 things do you want to be remembered for?
Being authentic, having a word, and being kind. Those are the 3 things that I would say. If I'm a man of my
And,
word, I'm true to myself, and I'm kind to people, I think people will remember me.
and what's the meaning of life for you when you think about life?
Being comfortable with yourself and
Mhm.
whatever you have, it's enough, and to love that. And when you get to that part of life, have your own family that is a pretty decent representation of yourself, and make sure that you're proud of that.
Wow.
I'm good with that.
Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for it.
Man, all the lessons that we don't have time. Trust me, you could write a book. Um, the most grateful one it would have to be the relationship part. Um, Long story short, being away from home and being an athlete and being away on the road and whatever, it's very hard to have a serious relationship. It's quite challenging. And you don't really have the time for it. Anyway, getting to London, it takes time to transition from being a professional athlete to a regular person.
Yeah.
Met a girl that I really fell in love with, and because of the mentality that I had with basketball and that this comes first, this, that, and the other, I hurt and lost that person. And when that happened, a switch in me, that was the lesson. I'm like, okay, you idiot, I got it now. Thank you. I'll never do that again. And
You see,
that was a really, really good lesson at a really
I
good
like
time too.
I like that. I like that. And this moment when clicks, it's a powerful moment because that's when you just learn something like new about yourself, about the way you approach life, the way you connect with others. And I love those moments as well, because it's just like, wow, I need that. I need this situation, and
Oh
sometimes you
yes.
learn. And sometimes you learn the hard way, because, as a good example, sometimes you lose people, or maybe, you miss opportunity, or maybe something happened, but it's about learning. And that's what the beauty of life. Life talking to us, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely.
3 questions left. Let's do it.
Let's go.
You like dancing?
Yeah.
Wow.
If if I'm in a Spanish bar, for sure.
Okay, next question is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
Started a business in a full pandemic in a foreign country with no documents, not even a
Wow,
bank account.
that's a big one.
Mm, yeah,
Wow.
that was that
A
was a
moment.
very. Oh my God, I died internally about 3 times since.
Wow.
But we're here. We're
So,
doing this. Yeah, that was definitely
biggest risk.
the biggest risk.
And tell me the moment since you arrived in London, tell me the moment that you felt like, after how long you felt like, okay, I meant to be here. That's the place where I want to build a career, I want to build something. Took a long time or not for you? Straight away you somehow felt the energy about being in London.
About 3 years. That's how long it took me
3 years.
to, yeah,
Wow.
to understand the rhythm of London, combine it with my rhythm, and understand that I can function in this
Uh-huh.
and I can do it very well. So
Wow.
3 years were 3 years of very valuable lessons, shall we say?
And do you plan to stay in London for a long while, or sometime you have a plan to go back to Romania?
Oh no, God no. I plan to stay in London. I want to travel the world. I have zero interest in going back to Romania, uh,
Uh-huh.
whatsoever. I am looking at doing more online so I could um, travel more and then settle down in London completely. I love London,
Mhm.
apart from the weather sometimes, but uh, it's a great city, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think London, it's a place. It can be too fast sometimes. Can be drained. Can be a lonely place as well. However, it's a place that there are a lot of opportunities. People, they come to London to build things, to explore their
Definitely.
gift, their passion. I think it's a great place to be, for sure. I get you, for sure.
Yeah,
2 questions left. Let's do
let's
it.
go.
Right. So before the next question, tell me, when you're playing basketball, or even now, tell me 3 players, basketball players, that for you was like, that was my 3 biggest idol in the basket, world.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant was definitely number one. I was a huge Kobe fan.
Okay.
Kevin Durant as
Okay.
well. And the third one is the power forward from Olympiacos in Greece, Yorgos Printzis. Not a lot of people know about him, but he is a beast.
Wow.
Those
Okay.
three guys.
So now the question is going to be a bit tougher for you now. I believe they are still with us, 3 of them, or one of them passed away already. They are still with us, 3 of them. Yeah.
Kobe passed away.
Okay, so let's pretend that he's still here with us. Okay, so 3 of them, they are still here. One day, you're gonna wake up in the morning having 3 missed calls on your phone from those 3 you just mentioned right now. Which one you're gonna call back straight away? Which one you're gonna send a message? I call you back later. And the third one, you don't call back, you don't send a message, just ignore him for now. I know it's hard.
I can't, not even replying at
No,
all.
You ignore him for now. For a few days, you're gonna ignore him without saying anything.
Man, I'm calling Kobe first. That's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm texting Princesses because he had a much more similar style of play, and like I loved the way he played. I tried to mimic his game a lot more, and I will leave KD for a couple of days, although he would probably curse me out. Yeah.
I love it. Amazing. Right. Next question is, what's the best advice have you ever given to someone?
So what if you're wrong? And let
Say
me give you
again?
the. So what if you are wrong? Let
Good
me give
one.
you let me give you the context on that. One of my friends got an amazing job opportunity, but he was afraid. Afraid is a big word. He had to move to Australia. It's a huge change. I get it. From Europe to Australia, it's a huge change, whatever. But the reward was bigger than the risk. Like the worst case scenario, you don't like it, you just catch a plane back. At least you tried. And I said to him, like, so what? If you're wrong, you just come back. If you're not, this is the best thing that has ever happened to you. Like, are you crazy? So I would say that would be, so what if you're wrong? Just try.
Wow. And your friend went to Australia in the end? Amazing. I'm sure he always gonna remember this advice for sure.
He called me because I don't want to, 5 months ago,
Uh-huh.
five 5 months ago, he basically got promoted to like he can't go anywhere higher than that.
Wow.
And I'm
Good.
like, you're welcome. I accept a very nice dinner
I
invitation
love
somewhere.
it. Amazing. Last question, ready?
Let's go.
How do I say last question in Romanian?
Ultima întrebare.
Última întrebare.
Muito similar
To Portuguese.
sim.
Amazing. I love it. Let's do it. Okay, but before the last question, in the beginning of the interview, we talk a little bit, about you being very tall, and So tell me, for you, through your life experience, tell me a positive thing that you felt like, oh my God, it's great to be tall, and another situation that you felt like, oh, it's so hard because I'm so tall and I can maybe not do this or not, So tell me both situations that you felt very happy that you are tall, and other point you felt like, oh, I wish I was more. I was shorter.
Well, I can tell you that the annoying moment of being tall is when you're trying to catch a plane or a bus seat or anything that has to do with seats or spaces in transport in general. It's quite challenging. Quite challenging. You always have to, for example, like if I would fly over 3 hours, I would rather spend my money on a business flight, like put into a business flight so I can be comfortable, because it's just it's not fun.
Difficult.
Yeah, it's a challenge, believe it or not.
I can imagine.
When I go to Spain for an hour, it doesn't matter. After 1 hour, imagine being in a seat, right? My knees don't physically fit to be in the seat, so I have to be with one knee on between the seats and the other one on the aisle. But you constantly have to move because I
Yeah.
can't even put my head back because the recliner comes to here. So
It's interesting, Marius, because once I think I was flying to Portugal, I was flying to Spain. I don't remember when I was flying, and I could was a basketball players team. They were flying. Oh my God, they were like their legs was here or there. I could see they're all like moving.
yeah,
It was so interesting. And I was with a friend. I said, "Look, my God, look those basketball players. I'm sure they are because they're so tall and their legs was here. They were kind of moving, and I was like, it was so interesting to see. I was like, oh my God, they might be struggling to be on this plane because It was, I remember now exactly the moment. I remember these flights.
Yeah, playing seats are a challenge, as are clothes. Clothes are a challenge as well. But the nice part about being told for me, the first time that I realized is, and I'll never forget it, we were sent from the team. We had these actions where we go into school and we would like talk to the kids and do little games with them and all these charity events, shall we? No, I don't know what you call them actually. And every time we went in there, you could see the kids looking at us like a little bit on the fence, shall we say, but at the same time, you could see their eyes with like admiration and like looking at you like one day I might want to be like that.
Of
And just
course.
seeing us dribble the ball and dunk and just play around, I'm like, okay, I like I like being tall. And
Wow.
then on the street, it's very funny to walk on the street and to see people just to catch people stare at you. It's quite funny.
Wow. No, so not next when I'm walking London next time, if I see a tall man, I'm like, oh my god, this might be Marius. Let me double check.
Definitely.
Last question is, what's the scary thing that happened to you?
I like motorbikes. I'm a huge fan of them, but because of my height and because of uh, basketball, really, I didn't really buy one because I didn't want to get into trouble, honestly. But a lot of my friends had motorbikes. And one day I asked one of them, he just bought a new bike and I asked him to take me for a spin just to see how the bike, it was a brand new Yamaha. It was a sports, like a street motorbike, which for me, I looked like I found that thing in a Kinder egg. So helmet's on, he's in the front, I'm in the back, hands on
Wow.
the tank. There's, and I kid you not, probably about a mile of straight line. And I told him prior to getting on the bike, like, look, because I knew him, I'm not a huge fan. Like, although I like motorbikes, I'm not a huge fan of speed. Like, don't take me and spin me like crazy because that's not why I'm here. I want to enjoy this.
And he did.
220 kilometers an hour that I saw life in front of me.
Oh
I
my
saw
god.
my entire life. I took my hands off the tank and like literally squeezed him, grabbed him, and I was looking forward in the hope that like no car or anything. Well, there was nothing in front of us. I could see straight, like really, really well. There was no, but even so, my heart was like
I can imagine. Oh my god. Wow.
that was the scariest. It was the scariest because I was not in control whatsoever. I was just a passenger in the back seat. Like he could have done whatever.
Amazing. Okay, last question is, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
The most challenging part about being a kid. That's a good question. Responsibility. I had a lot of responsibility as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my mom handed me a lot of responsibility as a young kid, and I think that was the hardest thing because there wasn't a lot of time for playing and doing all the kid stuff, shall we say? Definitely
And
responsibility.
you are the oldest or the youngest compared to
Yeah,
your brother?
yeah,
You are
yeah.
the old.
I'm the
So
oldest,
it
so
makes
yeah,
sense.
I had to look after my
All right.
brother, all the usual stuff.
You became a man very quick, like an adult very
Oh
quick.
yeah,
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to say some words, just one word that comes to your mind, okay? Quick thinking. Let's start with money.
Basketball.
Family.
Mom.
Fear.
Business.
Life. Life.
Oh, sorry. Life.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Religion.
My grandma.
Love.
I'm not going to say her name, but yeah.
Oh, there's a name. I like it. One word for politics.
Wake up.
See. Sex.
This is. It doesn't do it. The word that comes to my mind, it doesn't do it justice. Intimacy is the right word.
Okay. Friendship.
Loyalty.
Desire.
I don't have one for desire.
Okay. Regret.
Myself.
Success.
Myself.
I like that. Wish.
My brother.
Happiness.
Basketball.
Of course. One word for London.
One word for London. Life.
One word for Romania.
Roots.
And the last one now, basketball. One word.
Basketball. One word.
Yeah.
Forever.
Wow. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your brother for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your brother, define Marius in one positive and one negative word only. What he would say about you?
Can I talk bad? Like, not bad, but like.
Say it.
He would probably tell you that I'm an asshole.
Okay.
And a good thing, he will tell you that I'm always honest. I will always tell you honestly, straight to your face. There's no.
That's a good one, for sure. Cool. Let's play now, Marius and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, tell me a moment in your career as a basketball player that you're never gonna forget. It was a moment that you go like, you know what? That was this moment I'm always gonna remember.
My debut at the first league team, my first ever 2 points as a professional basketball player. I'll never forget that. I ran so hard. Oh my God.
Wow.
I thought I was going to go through the hoop.
Wow, I can imagine the feeling. My goodness. Wow.
I was 16. Coach put me in. It was a home game, and the entire gym, which was about like 7,000-8,000 people in the gym at that time, was screaming my name, and my knees were shaking. My knees were shaking.
I can imagine. Wow.
And then I scored my first 2 points, and everything just quiet down, and it just stopped. And after that, it just naturally came, like I've done it every single time in practice.
That's amazing. Wow, great moment.
Yeah.
Okay, Marius, you can ask me a question now.
How long did it take you when you got to Portugal to understand that nobody's coming to save you?
Oh my God, what a great question. So how long did it take me when I arrived in Portugal?
To understand that you can only count on yourself. Nobody's coming to save you.
I love your question, and I can tell you straight away the answer. Back in Brazil, so when I left Brazil when I was 19, I lived on my own for 1 year because I was trying to go to university. I was working, so I was already starting my life live on my own. So 1 year before. However, my parents, they were 3 hours away from me. So there was always a plan B. If something went wrong, if something, you know what I mean? There are some moments that I didn't know how to manage money. So, I knew that there was a plan B not far from me. But when I arrived in Portugal, there was no plan B anymore. That was just plan A. And for me, it was literally, I learned that very quick, because I remember when I arrived in Portugal and I didn't know how to, to manage, money, this and that. And I was on my own and I started, working.
Life in general.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, 19, my God, look back now, I was like, oh my God, 19-year-olds. But I have always this passion about going after my dreams. I always been very, enthusiastic about life overall. So I've always been very focused. And so, yeah, that was the moment. As soon as I arrived in Portugal, after 2 weeks I was there, I realized that, okay, it's not about, I cannot just call my parents or call friends, because they are literally the other side of the world. You know what I mean? It's all down to me right now. So for me, that was the moment, Marius, that I realized that it was just me. I couldn't just turn around the corner and find some help, because there was no plan B anymore. So that I learned very quick, arriving in Portugal. It was one of the first lessons I arrived when I arrived there, that it was just me alone. Literally, I was alone. I didn't have the sources to get to, if something happened to me, or if I didn't have anything to eat or to sleep or whatever, I couldn't just call my parents and go, I need to go back home because I don't have, somewhere to sleep. So it was, I love that the life present that, challenges my life opportunities, because it made the person I am today. And I think I love those life experience that I feel very grateful when I look back. That I was like, it was scary at the same time as well. It was exciting, and it was amazing going through, situations in life. And I think, yeah, that's my answer for you. That's exactly when I was in Portugal. That's it, William. Just plan A now.
I remember those days, man.
It's amazing. Did you enjoy the interview?
It was very nice. Very entertaining in a good way.
Thank you so much.
Very nice. You're welcome.
Thanks
Let me know when it's out. Thank you for having me.
Totally, absolutely. By the way, thanks again for taking the time. It was amazing to hear your story about, about basketball, about your journey arrived in London. I think I'm so fascinated about passionate people, because, it's amazing to hear stories and, events in life that brings the best of us. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you to be so open and accept my invitation as well. But before
you are very welcome.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
This is not my quote, but I live by this, and I stand by it. In the darkest day, wear your brightest clothes. And what that means is, when tough times come knocking, don't forget who you are and how you got here. That's all. If you got that, you good.
That's amazing. Wow, great. Thanks again. Regards to your friends and family, and you keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay, take care.
Nice talking to you, Will. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.